AD on the radio.
Hey, what's up? It's AD. So, with Super Producer to the Stars Barry Funkhouser out this week, I thought it'd be fun to talk to some of my other coworkers about what is on their mind. Here's my friend Ethan from Channel 933 talking about why his latest round of STD tests have left him nervous. So, what is it that's on your mind?
Well, all right, so I was riding high. Like, you have to understand, being a dude in his 20s, living in San Diego, you meet a lot of women. And I've been having fun, so I was like, all right, I should probably check out, make sure I'm healthy and everything like that. Like, nothing too crazy.
So you got tested?
Yeah, okay, yes, I got STD tested, if you're going to call me out.
Call you out for being responsible, that's a good thing.
You. That's what my mom says, And
although, were you extra nervous about it because you had not been taking the necessary prophylactic precautions?
Can I plead the fifth on that, or do I have to? I was, for the most part, good. For the most part. Not 100%, but for the most part. So I was a little bit nervous. So I was shaking, like hands sweaty. You get the test done. And then yesterday I get the phone call. I didn't pick up because I didn't know. I don't know. I was in the bathroom or whatever I was doing. Probably freaking out too much to pick up my phone.
Were you freaking out the whole time? Like, the waiting is a tough thing.
It is. Well, like, see, this was probably the first time I was ever freaking out because, like, I had never moving here. Like, before that, I had never really, like, been that kind of guy. I was always in a relationship. I'm making myself sound like a total sloot right now, but, like, I was more sexually active since my last test.
You've had some minor indiscretions along the way, too, that no matter how minute you might feel the risk is there.
It's there, and it was well worth it for a couple of them. But
well worth the imminent death.
Well worth the imminent death. Let me tell you, shout out to the man upstairs for that. No, but so I was, it's in the back of your mind, and you're just like, I don't know, I hope I'm okay, but there's that one time, possibly, she probably wasn't the best. So you're kind of like thinking about it.
Well, hold on, did you really honestly think you could have gauged the situation and the imminent disease just by making that judgment? Because you really have no idea just by looking, assessing.
I mean, I'm a weak man too, so I could see I have a thought that goes through my head where I'm just like, I should do this. And I remember on one occasion specifically being like, I should be doing the proper steps before what's going to happen. But it's just one of those moments where it just happened. So I was very upset at myself, and I was like, oh, this could cost me down the road. But it was it happened. So I'm a man. I'm only a man. I'm weak. But yeah, so it's those thoughts that going through my mind. I'm like, watch, that one person's going to be the reason why this is it. And it's all my fault. I should have done it, and I didn't do it. I was weak. But yeah, so then I missed the call. I get a voicemail. I check the voicemail. The most beautiful, angelic voice I've ever heard telling me everything is okay. It's beautiful. Test came back. You're fine.
So you passed.
I passed. Passed. It was negative.
Right.
Yes, it was. So I was living good. They told me everything came back. The results were clear. So happy. And that lasted for maybe 18 hours.
Itchy burning sensation in an intimate area?
No, because I got another phone call. I'm in the clear. I get another phone call. This time I pick up, and it's the actual doctor.
Oh.
The person who called me before was just, some person that worked at the office saying, hey, we got the results back. This is my doctor. He's telling me, hey, we need you to come in.
Oh.
And have you ever gotten a call like that before?
Well, I've gone in to get my results before, and first and foremost, I don't know what yours. Where'd you go get tested?
Well, so I have my doctor who's my doctor, but then I went to a place where they draw your blood.
Right.
They draw your blood.
So did they do the urethral swab?
They did not do the. I would object to the urethral swab.
Well, I objected to the urethral swab, but it really is part of making sure that you are 100% clear. And I'll never forget it because she was a rather large lady that administered the urethral swab. And basically, for those that don't know what a urethral swab is, it's essentially
cleaning a golf hole.
It's like a big metal Q-tip, and they swab exactly what you would expect them to swab with that situation. I'll never forget this rather large woman holding me, if you know what I mean, and I think you do, about to administer the swab, and I go, "Is this gonna hurt?" And she was like, "Yep." Boom, and
just jam it in.
Yes, it was jammed in.
I had shrinkage from the giant lady, and now I have even more shrinkage.
Well, I mean, and here's the thing. Like, boy, did that leave a lasting impression, as well as, a burning sensation when I peed, which was confusing because I was like, I didn't have burning sensations before the test. Now I do. And they're like, it's because of the swab. Like, it'll be all right. And
I'm sure that woman didn't have any disease.
Positive.
Okay.
Because I came back negative. But I honestly feel as though the whole experience was tailored, designed to be humiliating enough that you're going to be significantly more careful going through life.
That's a smart move.
Anyways, the reason I was getting tested again was because I'd been this sort of punk rock kid in a band,
Casanova,
and not really, but I was kind of and I started seeing a girl, and she was like, okay, Filthy McGee.
Oh, she made you.
You're going to get tested, and then you're going to get tested again. And I have no problem with that. I think that's a great way to proceed in a relationship.
What do you mean again? Like, she got the results back? She's like, I want to see it one more time?
Well, no, because there's certain diseases that take a certain amount of time to show up.
Oh, my God. And I didn't even think of that. Oh, God.
Yeah. So, just because you get tested the day after an indiscretion doesn't mean that it's not going to pop up months later. So I got tested a couple times, and it was the same doctor, and the results came in similar to yours. And he was like, you're in the clear, but I got to talk to you. I was like, oh, dude, what? And he was like, you've been tested a couple times now. Do you ever think of just, bagging it? You ever hear of a condom, dude? And I was just like, no, you don't understand. I actually haven't gotten any in a very long time. And I'm being tested numerous times before I enter into my next real relationship. And he looked so happy. He was just like, really? Oh my gosh, this is the best and most wonderful news.
That's because she gets guys like me that come in before you. And he's like, oh,
yeah. So, anyways.
But that brings me back to my part. So, they're not allowed to tell you, or I don't know if they're not allowed to or they just don't, but I begged. I was like, can you tell me why I'm coming in? He's just like, we got to talk in person. So I didn't know what that meant. So now I'm kind of a little bit, even though I was told I was clean, a little bit on edge. And to make matters worse, the second I found out I was good to go yesterday, a girl that I had been talking to, I was finally like, all right, I'm in the clear. So I hit her up like, hey, do you want to hang out tonight or tomorrow night? And granted, she said, okay, well, I'm busy last night. So she's like, what about tonight?
And by hang out, you mean do naked stuff?
Yeah, maybe, smash cheeks, you know what I mean? But, and then so I got super excited, and now I'm like, we're on to meet tonight. I still haven't called her and told her, and I don't know, what to do, because...
Oh, dude, you have to be clear with her. You have to tell her, hey, great news, got my test, all clear. Interesting twist to the story. The doctor wants to see me on Monday, won't tell me what it's all about. Honestly, it's not exactly something that's probably going to ignite the fires of her passion.
Yeah, that might ruin the second that says.
If you didn't tell her this and then you proceeded to do something without her knowledge of the situation, you're a terrible person. We'd have to stop being friends.
Oh, my God. So what if I say that and then ask her again, are you still down to do this? Or is that too far? I should just be like, not tonight.
No, I think you should say, hey, before we proceed, you should know. I think you should just, lay out the truth of the situation.
Oh, God. Okay. Well, now I'm even more nervous.
I mean, you did save the voicemail of them saying your test came back clear.
I do have the actual voicemail.
Yeah.
I can actually play it for you right now if you want to see if it'll...
No, we're all good. If you had the voicemail of the doctor saying, I got to talk to you about something, that would be some drama and intrigue.
Awesome. Well, yeah, so we'll see. Pray for Ethan. R.I.P. Ethan. Free my dude, Meek Mill.
Here's the nighttime top 40 jocks not having itchy burning sensations in intimate areas. Thank you, Ethan. Thank you very much.